What's up guys? We're here in quarantine and I figured I'd film a video because I've started a project. If y'all don't know, I'm low-key obsessed with puzzles. And I lost the part to one of my favorite puzzles, so I had to use this 3D printer we got over here to make one that would work inside that puzzle. And so I also bought a white roll of plastic because my puzzles are white, you know? So now I've decided to make a shape mod of a 3x3. So it's going to work the same way. It's going to like turn on the same axes, but it will be in the shape of a cone. I finally refined my edge and corner piece and my center cap piece, so I know the mechanism is going to work. And so now I just have to print the weirdo shapes on the outside and design those. Currently what is printing is going to be this big tall piece, and if you can see, they're like little cracks. So I'm trying to figure out how I can adjust the printer settings so that it won't mess up and be cracked. If you can see the line right there, I'm pretty much just taking extensions and putting them onto the pieces. What I just did is I essentially just moved the nozzle down a little bit, so hopefully it will squish the layers together so that they don't like break apart as much. Lowering the nozzle didn't really fix the problem, so I adjusted some other stuff, so we're gonna see if that works, because I considered that last one a fail and it ended up in the trash. Finished printing another center spire and the top kind of came off, but this was really just a test to see if I could get rid of all the cracking. I think I found some settings that do get rid of the cracking, so that is good. I started printing another set of these edge pieces for the top of the cone, so I'll let this run overnight and then hopefully it'll all be good in the morning. Morning everyone, so my edge pieces just finished printing. They look pretty good. I'm just going to cut them off and put them in the puzzle. Pretty annoyed with myself right now. I got them in the puzzle, but it's really catchy and it doesn't turn great because I made a small mistake in the design, so I'll have to print them again. I'll do that tonight and then I'll work on some other pieces today. I'm just working in Tinkercad to try to fix the problem. It's starting to get really complicated and I don't want to have to do too much more on this. I just started the print of the middle edges. I'm happy to say that I got a good edge piece. It's like perfect. It spins really well in the puzzle, so I'll be able to use that from now on if I need to ever print an edge. Good morning, guys. The middle edges finished printing and they are looking good. I just put the edges in the puzzle and you're really starting to be able to see the whole cone shape, which I think is really cool. So I got some good news. I ran another test print on my corner piece. It came out perfectly. It sits pretty much flush with everything else and it spins very smoothly. So it's been like a day or two, and currently I'm trying to print a corner. I printed another one of these earlier today, and the bottom was a little bit warped just because that was where the support was. So I'm trying a different orientation. I'm doing it like sideways now. I kind of like shaved my entire head. Originally I had the support on this side, but this time I put it on the other side, and you can see how bad it looks. So I've decided that I'm going to use this one. I put the support on the bottom. This is filed slightly, but I feel like this one came out the best out of all of them. My new print for the corner just finished. Corner fits great. I'm happy with it. So I just started off printing another 3. It is going to take 6 hours and 13 minutes. So that'll go overnight, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace out. First order of business in the morning, check the print, check the print. It looks like it came out really well. Good. I'm gonna cut these off, put these in the puzzle, and then I'll have the whole top layer done. And it's looking good. So I just started a print of my middle center piece, and so that's what's gonna go in this open slot right here. Came out really nicely. So I've got my last edge piece right here and my corner piece here, and I'm going to run a test print of both of them. It looks like this test print of my bottom corner and edge is gonna take 3 hours and 3 minutes. So I printed my 2 bottom pieces right there and there. Came out well, they fit in the puzzle. So tonight, it's probably not the best idea, but I really want to do a print of all the remaining pieces that go in all those spots all at once, and it's probably going to take like 13 hours. This is what the printing plate should look like after everything is done printing tomorrow. So I'm going to go start up this print and I'll get back to you guys once I've done that. So I just started off the print, and it actually says it's only going to take 10 hours and 53 minutes. Hopefully, it all works out, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace out. Good news, the print was a success, and I got all my parts, but the bad news is that I did not know that when the plate cools down, the part can actually detach and warp. So I might have to redo this one and this one. It is looking good, but I still need 2 more to replace those 2 warped pieces I had. You can kind of see these last 2 parts coming together. and I've got 36 minutes left. They're looking good so far. It looks like the print went well. They don't seem to be warped on the bottom, so I'm going to take them off and put them in the puzzle. So I think I'm done with the printing. Tomorrow I'm probably just going to work on filing it and maybe using some acetone to smooth out the pieces. So what I'm going to do today is make the edges of these pieces a little bit more rounded, just so that it doesn't quite catch as much. So it's been about 2.5 hours. I've been sandpapering all the pieces. I still have so much work to do, and it's really boring, but I have music going in the background, so it's all good, because you know we got them fire beats. Progress report, so you can see what I did. I've just been like smoothing out all the edges, so instead of being like sharp edges like this piece, they're a little bit more rounded, as you can see here. I've done the 9 pieces for the first layer, and I still have to do all these, and then I'll have the body of the puzzle done. I accidentally went a little bit too far, and so there's a little hole in one of them, so I just threw it out. Alrighty, so I just started a print of the one that I accidentally ruined yesterday, so I'll let this go while I sand the rest of my parts. So far it looks good. The bottom looks pretty good too. It's a little rough, but it's not that rough, so I won't have to sand too much. So my hands are dusty and sore, my back hurts, but I finished all the parts. You can see nice rounded edges everywhere. So I need to wash them off now, and then I'm gonna dip them in this acetone to give them a nice, smooth, shiny finish. Let's go. After I have lunch. Alrighty, I'm back. Kablamo. So now I've got some dish detergent and an old toothbrush. So hopefully this will do the trick. So I'll take them out of here, scrub them, and then put them in there. Okay, so the cleaning is done. They still have a little bit of dirt on them some places, but most of the purpose of that was just to get off all the excess dust from the sanding. I put the whole thing together, and it looks really good with all the sanding done, and it spins so much better. So now I'm just gonna let the pieces sit to dry off any excess water, and then I'm gonna use the acetone. So I'm back, and now I'm going to start dipping the parts in the acetone. So you can see here the difference between the acetone and the non-acetone. This one, the acetone has a nice shiny finish, so now I'm going to do that to all the parts. Because I've filed pretty much as far as you can possibly go without getting to the hollow center, the acetone dissolves some of the plastic, and I've ended up with a few holes. But I have found a solution to that problem. Using some of these scraps, I can dissolve them in the acetone, and then I can put them over the hole, kind of like mending it, which is what I did here. Yeah, there's a tiny hole right there. I'm getting better at fixing them, but it just takes a lot longer than I would like. So for the last one, I transfer the acetone to this tall container so that I can dip it in. Finished doing the acetone, and here's the puzzle. Nice and shiny, rounded edges. So the next step is get some kind of color scheme on it. It's been like well over a month since I've even worked on this thing. They said for painting you would want to have a rough surface, but I used the acetone on mine, so I've decided to go with stickers. I was just looking on Oliver's stickers. I seem to remember seeing them in some of the cubing videos that I watched. Should be ordering these today, and hopefully they'll come soon so then I can put them on the puzzle and officially call it done. My stickers just arrived, so I'm going to open these up. I think I did a great job at picking the shades. We've got nice yellow, white, orange, red, green, and blue. What I'm going to try to do is trace my pieces and make stencils so that then I can trace them onto the stickers. I am finally done with the stencils. It took a lot longer than I thought because I had to go through a few different variations and because it was kind of hard to trace these curved pieces. Now that I have all my stickers cut, I'm going to wipe my puzzle down with isopropyl alcohol just to clean up the pieces and make sure that the adhesive will stick. Now it's time to put all these stickers on the puzzle. Here it is. The cone is done, and I think it looks pretty awesome. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll probably upload a video of me solving this thing pretty soon, so stay tuned. See you guys in my next video.